Linda Ronstadt was once one of the most powerful voices in music. In the 1970s, her voice dominated radio, sold millions of records, and crossed genres with ease. Rock, country, pop, folk, opera. Linda Ronstadt did what few artists ever could. She didn't just succeed in different styles, she mastered them. But today, at 78, Linda Ronstadt speaks not about triumph, but regret. A regret that haunted her long after the applause faded. A realization she says came too late. I should have stopped. These words didn't refer to fame, money, or ambition. They referred to something far more personal. A voice that carried a generation. Linda Ronstadt's rise was meteoric. By the mid-1970s, she was one of the best-selling female artists in the world. Her albums topped charts. Her tours sold out. Her voice, clear, powerful, emotionally precise, became instantly recognizable. She wasn't just successful, she was trusted. Songwriters wanted her to sing their songs. Musicians respected her instincts. Fans believed her voice told the truth. But behind the scenes, the pace was relentless. Tour after tour, studio after studio, expectation after expectation. And Linda kept going. The pressure to never stop Ronstadt has often spoken about how the industry rewarded endurance, not rest. There was always another album to record, another tour to book, another genre to conquer. She felt pressure not to pause, because pausing meant risking irrelevance. As a woman in a male-dominated industry, stopping felt dangerous. Momentum had to be maintained. Success had to be defended, so she pushed through exhaustion. She ignored signals from her body. She trusted that discipline would protect her voice. That belief would later become her deepest regret. Tinimland Barson at the mais years, Linda noticed subtle changes. Notes didn't feel the same. Control slipped slightly. Her voice didn't respond the way it once had. At first, she blamed fatigue, then age, then stress. What she didn't do, and what she now regrets, was stopping long enough to listen. She kept performing, she kept recording, she kept pushing. I should have stopped earlier, she later admitted, not to quit music, but to protect what mattered most. The diagnosis that changed everything. In 2012, Linda Ronstadt revealed devastating news. She could no longer sing. At first, she was told she had Parkinson's disease. Later, doctors clarified that it was a related neurological condition. Regardless of the label, the result was the same. Her singing voice, the instrument she had built her life around, was gone. Not weakened, not diminished. Gone. The realization hit her with brutal clarity. She would never perform again. The regret she finally spoke aloud. Linda Ronstadt's biggest regret was not fame, money, or creative risk. It was not stopping sooner. Not taking a step back when her body first whispered warnings. Not protecting her voice with the same care she gave her artistry. Not allowing herself rest in an industry that punished pause. She has said she wishes she had slowed down, even briefly, instead of believing she had to always keep moving forward. That belief, she now admits, cost her the one thing she cherished most: life after silence. Losing her voice forced Linda to redefine herself. For years, singing had been how she expressed emotion, identity, and connection. Without it, she felt disoriented, even grief-stricken. But over time, she found new ways to live with music. She listens deeply. She studies melody in her mind. She remembers what it felt like to sing. She once said that music still plays in her head perfectly, even if her body can no longer release it. That may be the most painful part of all. A lesson for artists, everywhere. Linda Ronstadt's story is not a cautionary tale about ambition. It's a warning about listening to yourself. She doesn't regret taking risks. She doesn't regret changing genres. She doesn't regret pushing boundaries. She regrets ignoring the moment when rest might have preserved what she loved. Her story resonates far beyond music, for anyone who has ever pushed themselves too far, believing stopping meant failure. At 78, Linda Ronstadt no longer stands on stage, but her voice still echoes through decades of recordings, memories, and influence. Her biggest regret, I should have stopped, is not a confession of weakness. It's an act of honesty, a reminder that even legends are human, that greatness doesn't require self-destruction, and that sometimes the bravest choice is knowing when to pause. Linda Ronstadt gave the world everything she had. And in the end, her silence may be her most powerful message of all.